Okay, let's jump right in. This is the AI Agent Resale Model. And I'm not just talking theory here. This is my personal playbook for building a $10,000 a month recurring revenue stream in 2026. If you stick with me, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it too.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty, just one quick thing. If this is the kind of stuff you want to see more of, actionable playbooks, no fluff, do me a huge favor and hit those like and subscribe buttons right now. It literally takes a second and you won't miss out on what's coming next. Thank you. Seriously, it helps a ton.
So, let's start with the big question. The elephant in the room, right? 2025. It was supposed to be the year of the AI agent. We saw all these mind-blowing demos. But why did almost nobody, agencies, freelancers, you name it, actually make real, consistent money with them? We're talking about these automated AI employees that can do complex work. Well, that's the exact problem we are going to solve today.
Here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the massive opportunity. Then, I'll introduce you to the resale model. We'll talk about the engine you're going to use, and then I'll walk you through the simple step-by-step playbook. We'll also cover the traps to avoid, and finally, how you can get your business off the ground.
All right, section 1. To really get why 2026 is such a huge opportunity, we first have to understand why 2025 was, well, kind of a mess for a lot of people.
So the old way, the 2025 model, was just plagued with issues. Everyone was building these custom, one-off agents for each client. And that meant messy handoffs, income that was totally unpredictable, and honestly, deploying them was an absolute nightmare. The new way, the model for 2026, is the complete opposite. It's all about recurring deals, super simple deployment, predictable revenue, and selling solutions that are already packaged up and ready to go. It's a game changer.
And this, right here, this is the core idea. The problem was never the AI technology itself. That stuff is insanely powerful. The real issue is how it was being sold, how it was delivered. It was a packaging problem, plain and simple.
Which brings us perfectly to the solution. Let's dive into the agent resale model, because this is the key that unlocks that sweet, sweet recurring revenue. Now, for this to really click, you have to accept a few basic truths. Number 1, your clients could not care less about the complex tech running in the background. They just want results. They want their social media posts written or their client intake automated. That's it. Number 2, these powerful AI workflows are literally everywhere now, and many of them are free to use. 3, yes, you can absolutely charge a monthly fee for them. And 4, and this is so important, this is the easiest upsell you will ever make to the clients you already have.
Okay, so what's the engine behind all this? The main tool we're going to use is an absolute powerhouse of a platform called N8N.
Now, for anyone who hasn't heard of it, just think of NN as Zapier or Make on steroids. It's an open-source tool that lets you visually connect different apps and services together. You're basically building these super complex automations without having to write a whole bunch of code. It's incredible. And here's the absolute best part. You don't even have to build these from scratch. Just on NN's own platform, there are over 7,600, you heard that right, 7,600 pre-built templates. These are automations that are ready to go. You can find them, tweak them, and start reselling them to your clients like tomorrow. Okay, so this is what's happening under the hood. It looks complicated, right? It's this powerful, maybe even kind of scary-looking workflow with all these moving parts. This is the engine. This is what does all the heavy lifting. But this is the part your client should never, ever have to see. Instead, this is what your client sees, a clean, simple chat window on their phone. They just type in what they need and the magic happens behind the scenes. This simple, elegant tool is what they will happily pay you for month after month because you've made the complex feel effortless.
All right, let's get down to business. I'm going to give you the simple 3-step action plan to make this a reality. I call it the Find, Package, Profit Playbook.
It really is this simple. Step 1 is find. Find an existing workflow on N8N that solves a real business problem. Step 2 is package. You wrap it up in a dead simple, easy-to-use interface for your client. And step 3 is profit. You connect it to Stripe and charge a recurring monthly fee for access. That's the loop. Find, package, profit. And you can put the whole onboarding process on autopilot. A client signs up with a Stripe link, their payment goes through, and another automation instantly gives them access. I mean, think about it. You can onboard 10 clients or 100 clients without lifting a finger. This is how you scale and save yourself hundreds of hours. Now, I know this all sounds amazing, but let's be real for a second. This isn't just magic.
let's talk about the pitfalls, the reality check. Because honestly, this is where you, as the service provider, create all your value.
You see, while NN itself is open source, running it professionally is not free. There are some serious hidden costs. You've got hosting fees, but the big one is the time and money for maintenance, security, and backups. We're talking easily over $1,000 a month, sometimes two. Your clients do not want to deal with that headache. That's a huge piece of the service you're selling them.
And on top of the tech stack, the AIs themselves are still, well, a little quirky. They can be unreliable, they can hallucinate and just make stuff up, they can be slow, and you have to worry about security. Your job in this model is to tame all that chaos so your client just gets a simple tool that works every time.
So, how do you actually get started? Let's talk about the Launchpad, what you need to do to get your resale business off the ground for 2026.
I really want to circle back to this because it's the most powerful idea in this whole presentation. You probably don't need to go out and find a bunch of new clients. The biggest, fastest opportunity is to create a killer recurring offer for the clients who already know, like, and trust you. That's your fast track to $10,000 a month.
So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. You have the clients. We've just seen that the powerful AI workflows are already built and just sitting there, waiting for you. So the only real question left is, what's stopping you from putting the pieces together and building your own $10,000 a month recurring revenue stream? The playbook is right here.